Hello, everyone. My name is Luke, aka Mr. Rage, and welcome back to another one of my discussion videos. Hope you guys are doing well today. So, in today's discussion video, we are going to be talking about how toxicity ruins online gaming. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, I'm sure that we all know here that online games can be extremely fun experiences because they're video games. And unlike single player games, online games can be more fun because you experience them with other people, especially more fun when you are playing them with friends, whether they're competitive games or just cooperative games, whatever type of online game it may be. It's always going to be more fun when you are experiencing it with friends, as well as making friends when you are just playing that game with others. But like every other good thing in life, other people tend to ruin those things with their stupidity. Because online gaming can also be an extremely negative and a downright horrible experience because of what others can cause when you are playing with other people in general. Because obviously toxicity is something that is caused by other players. This has been a problem with gaming, online gaming, since the very beginning. And I'm pretty sure that we all knew that it was going to be like that because people are hateful. You know, human beings in general are just very destructive creatures. And I guess we tend to enjoy causing negativity for others because toxicity in online gaming has actually gotten a whole lot worse in these past couple of years. So the first thing that I actually want to say is, are toxic playstyles actually toxic? Because this is something that a lot of people bring up with me when they're talking to me about this very topic. So the first thing that I want to say is no, but at the same time, yes. Now, the thing is, when you're playing an online game, obviously you're here to have fun, right? I'm sure that's why everyone who even plays the game is there as well. You know, everyone is there to try and have fun, to try and enjoy the game, just to have a good time. Now, the thing about toxic playstyles is when people play online games in a toxic playstyle, usually this is how they enjoy the game. This is their way of having fun. This is their way to play. You know, like everyone has their own play styles, especially if it is competitive online games. And the thing about competitive online games is these are the ones that tend to be the most toxic because when you're playing competitive games, you're not only there to have fun, but part of the fun is winning. You know, like when you play a competitive game, you're there to win, you're there to beat the other players, and you're there to come out on top and be the winner. You know, it fills your brain with that sweet, sweet chemical that we all know as dopamine, and we love that feeling. So competitive games tend to be a whole lot more toxic than non-competitive online games. If other online games actually even can be toxic. I mean, of course they can. It's online gaming. Online gaming is going to be toxic no matter if it's competitive or not, because that's the way it is. But anyways, yeah, so competitive games are more toxic than non-competitive games. And the reason why they're more toxic is because other people will end up getting mad when they lose, and they'll start blaming the other person for why they lost, and they'll start resorting to petty insults because they lost, and they'll start making up all kinds of excuses because they lost and their lack of skill, yada, yada, yada. But back to the whole toxic playstyle, some of the reasons why people enjoy a more toxic playstyle is because besides winning, it is also satisfying to piss off other people. You know, besides the satisfaction of winning, because although winning in competitive games is also very satisfying, the idea of just ruining someone else's fun and just making someone mad, that's also something that people tend to enjoy and find satisfying. And look, I'm not gonna lie here because I'm always honest on this channel, but I am also somewhat like that. Like when I play online games, sometimes I like to do a little bit of trolling. Like sometimes I like to troll. Sometimes I like to fuck with other people. Like it's just fun to me. So I understand why people actually do play in a toxic playstyle, because they enjoy making others mad, they enjoy ruining the experience for others, and to them, it just makes the experience more fun. Now, the reason why this does not really ruin online gaming, like the reason why this form of toxicity doesn't ruin online gaming, is because you're not the only person who actually spent money on the game. Like, the other person is just as entitled as you are to play that game however they want, even though it's a multiplayer game that both of you are playing, as well as everyone else who also bought the game and who's also playing the game with each other. No one is entitled to the point where other people have to play the way that you want them to play, because just like you, they bought the game with their money, so they can play the game however they want. Like, you're not entitled to the point where you can literally force that person to play the game just how you want them to play, because I'm a special kind of snowflake, and if they don't play the way I play, then I'm gonna get all angry and upset about it and butthurt. You see, as a matter of fact, it's actually toxic playstyles that will make others become toxic themselves, because when people play games in a toxic playstyle, they're the ones who will often get messaged and harassed by other players because they were not playing the way that they wanted them to play. And to me, this is just ridiculous. It's even more ridiculous because, first of all, if someone is playing an online game in a toxic way, and if you don't like it, and if you're getting upset over it, and if you're getting angry over it, and most importantly, if you're not having fun anymore, just leave the session. I don't understand. Just go to the main menu and go to where it says find new session, or just quit to main menu, whatever it may be. Like, no one is forcing you to play with someone that you think is an asshole, because I'll admit, when someone plays in a toxic playstyle, when someone plays the game in a way that they know is going to piss off the other players, it's an asshole thing to do. Like, if you play games like that, then you're an asshole, but so am I, because I'm the same way. I'm the exact same. Like, for example, like when I play Mortal Kombat, sometimes when I play Mortal Kombat, I'll select the characters that could like throw projectiles at people, and I'll just go like at the end of the screen and I'll just throw shit at people. Like, and that pisses people off a lot. Like, I've gotten so many messages over playing Mortal Kombat like that, but that's how I enjoy the game. Like, I enjoy the game playing like an asshole, because to me, that's fun. Like, I have fun in playing in that sort of way because I like it. I like playing like that. I like when people get angry and butthurt over it, because to me, it's satisfying. Like, because I'm a troll, you know? Like, I like trolling. I like fucking with people. That's just the way I play. So to answer your question, no. Toxic playstyles do not ruin online gaming, because like I was saying before, you don't even have to play with people that are playing toxic. Like, just find a new session. For another example, if you're playing GTA Online, right? You're playing GTA Online, some asshole is just going around in the lobby, just blowing everyone up in his little flying bike. If that is ruining your fun, and if that is ruining your Grand Theft Auto Online experience, leave the session. Go play with someone else who isn't playing like this person who is playing toxic. Just go play in a different session with different people. And like I was saying before, you can't force people to play in a way that you want them to, because what right do you have to do that? Like, how entitled do you think you are to force someone else to play in a way that you want them to play? Like, who the fuck are you? You're just another person playing the game just like they are. You're just another person who bought the game just like they bought it with their own money, just like you did. They are entitled to the same things that you are, and the only thing that you people are entitled to is to play the game how you guys want to play. You're not supposed to try and force that on other people just because you don't like it and just because it's ruining your experience. If it's ruining your experience, go play in a different session. You're playing an online game, for Christ's sake. Do you think that the only person who plays that same online game is the one who's being toxic? There's probably hundreds of other people that you could be playing that same game with, so you can actually have a better experience instead of getting all angry and butthurt over someone playing the game in a way that's toxic to you. Like, how would you feel if someone tried to take the way? How would you feel if someone tried to force you to stop playing the game the way you wanted to play it? How would you feel if someone just came to you and said, like, "Hey, that's your game, but you can't play that way because you're ruining the experience for others. So you can't play like that. You're a toxic asshole." Yes, it's toxic. I'll admit you're playing in a toxic play style, but people are entitled to that. It's their right. They literally own the game. It's their game. They're here to have fun just like you want to have fun. And they are not in charge of making sure that your experience is all about having fun because that's what they're doing for themselves. They have to make their own fun because they're playing the video game just like you are. They want to have fun too, just like you want to have fun. And if their way of having fun is playing toxic, then that's their way of playing. That's how they enjoy the game. You have your way of enjoying the game, well, so do they. Because I cannot stand it when people act like this. I cannot stand when people say, well, if someone's playing an online game in a toxic way, then they're ruining the experience. No, the fuck they aren't. They're not ruining anyone's experience. The only time they're gonna ruin someone's experience is if you're the one who actually gets all negative and angry over it. Like, people don't even understand that you're playing a video game. You're literally playing a game. It is something that literally has no meaning and no impact on your actual real life. You are literally just sitting there with a fucking controller in your hand and just mashing buttons. You're not doing anything super important here. You're not playing in some fucking tournament. You're not earning any money here. You're just playing a game. And I've said this before again about toxic people. The reason why people take video games so seriously is because that's all they have left to take seriously. People who get angry over video games and will insult other people and will get angry at other people, they take video games seriously. And the reason why they take something like a video game so seriously is because they don't have enough things in life to take seriously. They have no job, they have no money, they still probably live with their fucking parents, which is even more embarrassing. They have nothing in life to care about. So if they have nothing in life to care about, then they have nothing in life to take seriously, if they have nothing to actually take seriously and care about in life. So the people who actually get angry and insult others and harass random strangers online while playing a video game, the reason why people act like that is because their life sucks. Because if their life didn't suck, then they would realize that they don't need to waste time and effort and energy being so negative over a fucking video game. They would realize that it's not even worth it to actually get angry over something like a video game and to go as far as to even harass other people for it, because they would realize that they have more serious things in life to worry about and more serious things in life to actually care about and more things in life to also be happy about. Because if you're happy in your life, then you're probably not going to be such an asshole to other people. Toxic players in online games and toxic people in general, they're also not really happy in life. It's why they take video games so seriously. It's why the video game means so much to them, because it's literally the only thing they have to take seriously in life. And as a matter of fact, instead of the people that actually play toxic, it's actually the people that will get angry and butthurt over it who are actually toxic. Because even if someone is playing a game in a toxic way, it's still just playing the game. They're still just playing the game. And like I said before, games have no meaning. They have no impact in reality. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to actually escalate to the point where you actually start being a dick over it. You're not supposed to become a fucking dickhead over it and actually start messaging and harassing fucking strangers that you don't even know. Like, that shit is so embarrassing. Like, when you actually take the time out of your day to message someone just because they got you angry in a video game and you start harassing and insulting people, you are so fucking immature. You are the most immature, butthurt motherfucker I've ever seen. And there are so many people like that. And it's because they don't realize, or they're too stupid to even realize, that it's a fucking video game. It's not real. You're not really in Call of Duty fucking shooting people. You're not really in GTA driving around and starting a criminal empire. You're playing a fucking game. You turn off your PlayStation or your fucking Xbox or your PC and it's off. You're not actually doing those things in real life. It's a game. So if the game is fake, then why do you have to have such real emotions over it? Such real negative emotions over it? This is what actually ruins online gaming. People who take it way too fucking serious and act like the game that they're playing is actually going to have some kind of real life impact on their actual life. I understand. Playing online games and winning makes us happy. It makes us feel special, yada, 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 yada. But if you're going to actually become an asshole yourself to people that you don't know and people who don't fucking deserve it, then you're an asshole yourself. You're the one who's actually an asshole. So no, toxic playstyles are not what ruins online games. If people want to play like assholes, if people want to play like trolls, if people want to troll other people, that's their entitlement. That's part of their entitlement. It's one of the things that they're entitled to because they own the game, they bought the game just like you did. And if they have fun playing like that, then that's how they're going to play. You can't fucking take that away from people. Now, before I get to the next section of this video, I want to try and teach you guys how to be less angry over video games. This is one of the things that I do. When I'm sitting there and when I'm playing the game and when I can feel my rage starting to come up, when I can feel myself getting frustrated, and when I can feel myself that I'm not having fun anymore, this is what I do. I pause the game and I start talking to myself. I ask myself, am I having fun right now? Am I playing a video game right now? A video game that's supposed to be fun? A video game that I'm supposed to be enjoying? Am I enjoying it? Am I enjoying it or am I not enjoying it? Am I having fun or am I about to scream and toss my controller out this window? And most of the time, when I start to feel my anger start to seep up and I'm actually getting really angry and frustrated, you want to know what I do? I turn off my PlayStation. I put my controller away. I grab my phone. I grab my earbuds right over here. You know, I grab my earbuds. I put my earbuds in. I go outside. I put my earbuds in, I turn on some music, and I walk. I go for a nice long walk. I get some fresh air, I get myself a bottle of water, and by the time I come back, I'm not angry anymore. I can turn my PlayStation back on, I can turn whatever game that was getting me angry back on, I turn it back on, I start playing again, and you know what? I feel better. The best way to avoid raging and the best way to avoid getting frustrated is to just take a break. And if that's not going to help you, play another game. Like, just play another game. Unless you only have like one single game, and that's a bummer. But if you've got more games on your console or your PC, just play another game, you know? Spider-Man's a great choice. I mean, play some Spider-Man. Swing around New York City. Beat up some bad guys. Play some GTA. Go on a 5-star rampage. Play some Call of Duty. Play some Call of Duty Zombies with some friends. Get some friends on the line. You know, go on Discord. Contact your friends, play something together, you know? If it's people that are making you angry, then play with some friends. Invite your friends, play with your friends instead. They'll make you feel better. When you are getting angry and frustrated, the best thing you can do is to try and do things that you enjoy. And that's what will usually make your rage meter go back down to 0. You're more calm, you take a deep breath, you relax, get some friends, play something online with them. You know, why not play with them? Get your friends in. Play with them instead. They'll make you feel better. You know, they're your friends. They'll calm you down. They'll make you feel better. You'll enjoy their company, especially if they're great friends for you. I mean, if you got friends that you really enjoy being around, get some friends in. You know, that's what I do. Or just play a different game. Like I was saying, turn on a different game. Like, sometimes when you keep playing the same game over and over and over again, it's bound to get you angry every once in a while, or you're even bound to become fatigued over it. Play a different game. Turn something else on, you know, play a different game, or just take a break in general. Step away from the TV for a while. Go do something else, you know? Watch a movie, read a book, go for a walk, go get some coffee at Starbucks. I don't know. Just do something. Like, if you're not enjoying something anymore, then don't continue to do it. Go do something else for the time being. Calm yourself down. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a breather. I don't understand, why is it that people become so obsessed and so hyper-focused on actually playing these games if they get so angry at them? One of the things that comes to mind is maybe the competitiveness. Maybe you want to win. Maybe you're extremely encouraged by someone, or maybe you're encouraged by yourself, or maybe you feel like you're obligated to actually beat the person in whatever competitive game you're playing to win. And I understand, winning is something you want to do. Even if it's just a video game, no one wants to lose. And look, I get it. Although video games are not meant to be taken seriously, sometimes people are still going to have real emotions for them. People are still going to care about winning and losing. People are still going to care if their fun is being taken away from them, even though they can just go play with someone else. I get it. But there are so many alternatives to actually getting angry and butthurt over it. Like I was saying before, just play something else. And to be honest with you, if someone beats you in an online game, okay, so what? What does that mean? You don't even know what the other person has in their real life. For all you know, you could be playing against someone who barely has anything. You could be playing against someone who has way less than you have. You may have a nice house, a nice car, you may even have a job and some money, and the other person you're playing against may not have even half of those things. Like, you don't even know who you're playing against. The reason why I'm saying this is because, does it really mean a lot if someone is better than you in an online game? Like, do you have so much pride that actually destroys it? Like, is that really enough to actually damage your pride and damage your ego when someone is better at you in a video game? Like, do you have that much of an ego? And does it really mean that much to you that you are better at a video game than some random ass other person that you don't even know? What? Really? Really? Like, do you have that much of an ego? Do you have that much of an inflated ego that you just have to win and you just have to be the best of the best, because if you're not, then you're just going to feel all bad and butthurt over it? Really? It's a video game. Even if you are better than someone in a video game, who the fuck cares? If you're better in a video game than someone else, who cares? What does it matter? Are you actually better? Are you actually better? Do you actually have better things in your actual real life? Or is being better in the video game enough for you? Because that's not for me. Like, if I was really good at an online game, if I was better at someone in an online game, I'm not going to care. I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'm good at the game, yay, but what about your actual life? Like, do you actually have things in life that make you happy, or does just being good at a video game make you happy? Because honestly, like, the hard truth is, if you actually think that being really good at a video game makes you like some kind of great and awesome person, it really doesn't. Okay? Sure, you may have some skill. You've got skill at a video game. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people do, but does that really mean so much to you? Like, I'm not trying to shun people who actually are good at video games. Look, that's all I'm trying to do here. Like, for people who are actually really good at video games and have great skill, power to you. Okay, that's great, but I'm talking about, like, when you lose to someone when you're playing an online game. Like, is that really such a big deal? Is the sky falling? Is an asteroid about to hit Earth? Is the world ending, or is just your world ending because someone is better at a video game than you are? Like, seriously? That's all you care about. You care about being better at someone than a video game. And if someone beats you in a video game, then you're going to get all angry and butthurt over it. And you're going to start turning into an actual real asshole over it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and get that crap out of here. People like this are the ones who are actually toxic, because they care about the game so goddamn much that they will actually start to think to themselves, oh my god, if I don't beat this person, then what does my life come to? My life is over. I'm a failure. You're a failure either way. If you care about a video game that much, if you care about video games more than actual real life, then you're a failure either way. Go get a date. Find a job. Get some money. That's what will actually make you a winner. That's winning in real life. Besides just the game, get a job, make some great money, make enough money to the point you can actually buy whatever you want. Because in my eyes, that's what makes a winner. When you make enough money to be able to buy whatever you want in life, that's what makes a winner. When you've got yourself a good woman who ain't gonna suck someone else's dick but yours, that's also a good winner. When you care about actual real life, you're not going to care about shit like this. It's why I always say, when you encounter toxic assholes in online gaming, most of the time, they have nothing. Or their life just completely sucks. Because when you have a good life, you're not going to be angry, you're not going to be stressed, and you're not going to care so much about something as little as a fucking video game. Something that, once again, I said before, literally has no meaning or purpose. God, the fact that I have to explain this shit to you people. Damn you people, actually, seriously. Like, you people, like, for the people out there who actually act like this, what is wrong with you? Actually, like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, why do you care so much? Why do you have to be mad? It's only a game. Why you have to be mad? I don't get it. I actually don't get it. And now we have the people who will go beyond just insulting people over a video game. We have people who will now commit federal crimes just because someone made them angry in a video game. Of course, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about DDoSing. Oh my god, this person beat me in an online game. I was so mad. I'm gonna go on my computer. I'm gonna boot this person offline. Yeah, have fun on no internet, buddy. I'm gonna boot you offline. You do realize that you're committing a federal offense. You're actually committing a crime. You're doing something that can actually land you in a fucking federal prison. And you actually do it. You people will actually go as far to committing an actual federal offense, an actual crime, just because someone got you angry in a video game, or just because you want to actually ruin someone else's day. You will go that far just to fuck with someone and just to bother and hurt someone that you will commit an actual federal offense. Because besides just going and messaging people and saying horrible things to others and just being a toxic prick, this is one of the most petty fucking things you could actually do to someone. Actually booting someone offline, a federal offense, just because someone got you angry in a video game. And sometimes people will do this just because they want to be hateful. Like when toxic douchebags are playing an online game and when they want to hate on someone and when they hate someone in general, they'll do this just because they don't like that person. They will actually boot someone offline just because they don't like that person and just because they want to be a toxic fucking asshole for no reason. One of the most pathetic things I have ever seen. The fact that people actually willingly go through with this shit is so fucking sad. Imagine ending up in prison and you see people, hardened criminals who rob banks or even kill others. They're in prison for those reasons. And you're in prison because you booted someone offline because they were kicking your ass in Grand Theft Auto Online. Really? Really? Absolutely pathetic. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the hatefulness. Now, like I was saying in the beginning of this video, online gaming is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a positive experience because video games in general are supposed to be fun. So the fact that we have people who play these games and are so hateful to the point where they will both bully, stalk, harass, and will even try and steal someone's information just because they are that hateful to someone else. Because I've seen this before. As a matter of fact, I once knew someone on Xbox Live who was being literally stalked by a group of people because she was playing GTA. She got these people upset And they all just started fucking with her. They started harassing her. They started sending her horrible things. They started saying horrible things. And they even went as far as to try to get her information, and they were trying to post it on the dark web. People will literally try and take your information, where you live or whatever, and they'll try and post it on the internet so your house can be, well, whatever it is. I mean, I forgot what you call that word. I know there's a word for it. Start both did to one YouTuber. I forgot what you call it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, people will try and take your information and post it on websites so bad things could happen to you. That's how fucking hateful people are. And then you've got people who will just say awful, horrible things to other people, and you're saying these things just because of a video game, for no other reason. Besides the video game, the only other reason is because you're fucking hateful. Because only hateful people will do such hateful things over such a small thing. Because video games are a small thing. It's why I said before, only fucking sad individuals will do shit like this. Only sad individuals will actually get mad at people for playing the game how they want, or whatever. You know, one other thing I actually forgot to mention is, look, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole myself here, but a lot of times it's also casual gamers who will get angry over how people play an online video game. And the reason why casuals will get mad is, well, they kind of have a lack of skill. Like, I think we all know this. Like, casual gamers are not as good as people who have more skill and are more competitive. So when you get messaged or harassed by people when you're playing an online game, a lot of the time it's because you actually were better than them at the game. And because you're better at them at the game, they will sometimes get pissed off over that. So a lot of times it's actually casuals who will get angry and toxic over this. So yes, basically, yes, I'm saying that casuals are also pretty toxic. I mean, anyone could be toxic, but casuals kind of have a reputation for being toxic because since they're not really good at the games that they play, they oftentimes will take out their lack of skill on someone else. Like, just because they're not that good at the game and they get their asses handed to them while they're playing against someone in a competitive online game, oftentimes they will blame the other person for it. They'll message you, they'll say horrible things to you, they'll become just as toxic as the hateful people that I was talking about just now. Like, they'll become just as hateful and toxic. So yeah, for the casual gamers out there, one thing I'm going to say is, look, I understand online games can be frustrating. It sucks to lose. It sucks to get your ass handed to you. You'll get tempted to want to message them. You'll just want to take out your control. You just want to vent out your anger. But instead of acting all immature and butthurt over it, why don't you find a better way to let out your anger? I don't know, like, go to a gym, punch a punching bag or something. Go for a run. Like, find a better way to let out that anger. Because by letting your anger out on someone else who doesn't deserve it is kind of a shitty thing to do to someone. You know what I mean? So anyways, back to what I was saying before. Now, people who are just downright hateful. Now, I've talked about this before. Society in general has become extremely hateful. People these days are more disrespectful, more rude, more judgmental, and just more downright hateful to each other. People are also more self-centered, selfish, and are more unsympathetic towards people. My point is, society is filling up with a lot of really hateful fucking people. So it's no doubt and no surprise that you're going to see a lot of people like this when you're playing online games, because online games is still part of the internet, and there's literally billions of people who use the internet, so you're bound to come across people like this. And the thing about these people is they're so hateful that they will say such horrible things to another individual. And the thing is, you don't even know who you're talking to. The person that you're saying all these things to, you don't know what they're going through in life. They could be going through a really hard time in life, and here you come along being all fucking toxic to them and being a fucking douchebag to them, and that's just putting more weight on them just because you want to be like that, just because you want to be a hateful fucking asshole. And let me tell you guys, like, I have seen people say some really horrific shit. Like, go on YouTube, go on anywhere, TikTok, wherever it is, and you will see for yourself. people will say some truly horrific and truly despicable shit to others just because of a video game. People will say all kinds of horrible shit. They'll wish on your family to drop dead. They'll wish for you to die. They'll wish for horrible things to happen to you. They'll say they'll kill you. They'll wish for you to get raped. I remember one time a guy wished for me to have a kid one day, and he wished for me to be tied up one day and witness watching him get molested. That's something I'm never going to forget, because that's something that actually really got under my skin. And the person who said that to me, fuck you. Just, I hope that happens to you, actually, because that was actually kind of traumatic for me. I was only fucking 13 when I heard someone say that to me, so obviously it was fucking traumatic. So people will say some really horrible shit to you. People are going to say horrible shit to you, because the truth is, there are horrible people out there. There are people who are both immature, hateful, disrespectful, and just too fucking dumb to realize that what they are doing is wrong in so many levels, and for such a stupid reason. Because of course, video games, fucking video games, that's what people say to shit. So yeah, the people who ruin online gaming, it's the people who will harass you, the people who will boot you offline, try and get your information, stalk you, harass you, and do all that other extra shit, all for the sake of a fucking video game. That's pretty much what ruins online gaming. This is actually one of the reasons why I stopped playing online, because of shit like this. This is literally one of the reasons why I stopped. So yeah, people like that, fucking pathetic. If I was you guys, play with friends. Keep your friends with you. Play online with your friends only. Be careful who you talk to, because I would not be lying if I told you that sometimes people will actually try and find out where you live. If you've made someone angry enough, and if they're mad enough at you for whatever you did to them in a fucking video game, because, of course, when you do something so bad to them in a video game, they're going to get so upset about it. But whatever it is, when you get someone mad enough, they will actually try and find your information and find out where they live, where you live, and they'll actually try and hurt you. Because that's the society that we live in. I need an alcoholic beverage, because this shit is starting to make my head feel all kinds of ways. So I gotta get myself an alcoholic beverage. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The video is now over, obviously, coming to the end. If you guys stuck by till the end of this discussion video, thank you so very much for hearing me ramble for over 37 minutes. It really means a lot to me. Shout out to my friend B Coker the Gamer 16, my buddy XX, Platano King, M64 Bros, Jake Wolf, Logan Banker, and a couple of others. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, guys, don't be an asshole. It's just a game. Don't be mad. So just enjoy yourself. You know, video games are supposed to be a positive experience. So where's the positivity? Like, if video games are supposed to be a fun and positive experience, then where's the positivity? I don't get it. Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next discussion video. Take care, y'all. Peace out.